usually the largest focal point of any event. It is always the first thing open and last to close. How you treat your guests, clients, and vendors will set the mood for the overall event. When accepting a position as bartender, you will be expected to present fast and efficient service while being professional and courteous at the same time. Remember, even though you may not remember their faces, the guests will remember yours. We are often asked to place bars in very strange and unlikely areas, but your job as bartender is not to complain about it, but rather deal with it and make it work. Once you have checked in with your event manager for the night, he or she will go over all information that pertains to your bar for this event. It is very important for you to listen and ask questions because he or she will not always have time to answer questions twice. Event managers will show you where your bar will be located. If it is on carpet or hardwood flooring, you will need to place a tarp. The number of tables and sizes you will be using, the correct size and color of linen, which alcohol and mixers were ordered for you to serve, and whether you will serve drinks in glassware or disposable cups. Never assume all glassware is yours, because for several of our parties, for instance weddings, wine glasses may be preset at each place setting as well as at your bar. Therefore, you will probably only need half the wine glasses ordered. These items should be collected first and brought to your bar location, so if anything is missing, you can immediately inform your event manager. Some things you should ask your event manager if they do not tell you are when your bar opens and closes and how many guests are expected to attend. This will give you a feel for how much alcohol you should ice down, the amount of each supply you will need, and how long you will be serving for. All of these things just mentioned are what the client has ordered and are expecting to be at the bar. After collection of those items, you will need to locate and bring bar supplies to your bar that will help you run it. These items are a plastic tub, which you will ice the beer, wine, and any other chilled beverages in, your bar kit, one white can full of ice, one large ice scoop, which will go in that can, a plastic bowl, and a small ice scoop, which you will serve ice out of. You will also need to collect cocktail napkins, stir sticks, bar towels, water pitchers, and bar fruit. The last thing you need is a Slim Jim. This is just another name for a skinny trash can. Now that you have all the items you need at your bar, it is time to set it up, and this is the easy part. The first thing you should do is tarp if necessary. Then set your tables in their position and cover with linen so all sides are even. It is now time to ice the product. Plastic tubs need to be lined with one black bag and bottles placed into the tubs in an upright position. Clients generally order more than needed, so don't feel like you need to ice all the product right away. Once the product is in, use your large ice scoop to spread ice evenly across the bottles. Beware of how much ice you use during this step because you will need ice for soda, cocktails, and water throughout the event. The soda should not go into these tubs. When serving soda, it is poured from a can into a cup of ice and given to the guest, unless requested to have the can. The next thing you should do is set up some kind of display so guests know what you are serving. Your display should always be on the front table with labels towards the guest. For a limited bar, your display should consist of one bottle of each kind of beer, wine, and soda you have. For a full bar, your display should consist of one bottle of each kind of beer, wine, and liquor you have. Mixers for a full bar should be lined nicely on the side of the bar so guests know what kind of drinks you can make. Your event manager will most likely bring elevation to an event. The chances they will have extra is high, so use your creativity and put a little extra spunk into your bar. The next step is to place your glassware. Whether you have one table or two tables for your bar is dependent on whether you have glassware or disposables. For a disposables bar, you will most likely have one table, and for a bar with glassware, you will most likely have two, the second one being mainly for glassware. If you have disposable cups, this should take you no longer than 3 minutes to set up the cups. You will have large cups for beer, cocktails, soda, water, and small cups for wine. Now, if you have glassware, it will go on your back table. Set the glassware from the outside in and on both sides to help you use all of your table space efficiently. Heavier glassware, such as old fashions, should be placed in neat rows first. Then you will place the next heaviest glass, which will most likely be your wine glasses. These are the typical glasses used, but be flexible because you may have other glasses such as Pilsners, Martinis, or Champagne. The glassware is always specific to your event type. Once glassware is removed from the racks, you need to bring them back into the kitchen and place the empty racks at the clearing station. The next step is to place your bar fruit, straws, napkins, water pitchers, and trash can. Your bar should always have a pitcher of water and beverage napkins. Place these where you want at your bar. Bar fruit will be brought by your event manager. For a limited bar, you should have lemons and limes. And for a full bar, you should have lemons, limes, cherries, and olives. Bartenders will be expected to cut their own fruit. Full bars will require that you have stir sticks available for cocktails. All of these things are best placed around your ice bowl in the center of your front table bar. Your trash can be placed wherever you see best fit around your bar. Now remember to be dressed and ready to run your bar before guests arrive.